Today we're going to draw a cube. You will need a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, and I've created a template, so I cut out a square ahead of time. The paper that you'll use, we'll turn it horizontally, right? So it could be vertically, but I'm going to turn it horizontally. The first step is to draw a line. It's called an eye level line. I'm going to make it parallel to my paper. Right, look how light that is. That's how light I want yours to be. But I have to make mine darker or else you won't be able to see my line at all. So again, my line is parallel to my paper. I'm putting a dot. It's called a vanishing point. Again, yours is small and tiny. I got to make mine a little bit darker and a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to put my template down and draw a square. I can put it anywhere. I'm going to put it below the eye level line as if it is below the viewer's perspective. Right? Don't do it right underneath the dot. That makes it a little bit more difficult for you. And on the first time through, that's just too difficult. So I'm going to set it down on paper, making sure it's parallel to all sides, and then lightly trace it. Please don't press too hard. You're going to be doing some erasing later. None of your lines want to be really deep indented into the paper. I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to line up each corner of my square with the vanishing point and draw a line. Super light, right? Again, I have to draw mine a little bit darker so you can see. It's going to be hard for me to erase those later, but easy for you because you're making yours light. Go from each corner. It's a square. There's 4. I'm doing 4. 4 diagonal lines back from each corner. Again, super light because we are going to be doing some erasing. Now right now it kind of looks like a tunnel. I need a cube. So I need to draw a square kind of farther back in the space as if it's getting smaller. So I'm going to take my ruler, I'm lining it up at the bottom of my square, and I'm going to slowly move up the paper to decide how wide do I want this cube to be. I keep my ruler parallel with my paper, and I'm only drawing the line in between those 2 diagonal lines that came back from the bottom corners. Right? Now it looks like I have a base to my cube. Now I'm going to go and do another line. I'm taking my ruler, making sure it's parallel with the edge of my paper with the other lines of my square, and I'm going to do the left side of my cube. So going from the bottom up again to the diagonal line that came from the top corner. Now I'm going to do the right side. I'm going from the bottom and lining up with the diagonal line that came from the top corner, and now I'm to the top. By the time I'm done, I have what looks like a cube. I'm going to carefully erase all the lines that shouldn't exist in my cube. Now, I cannot erase this fast. I sped up the video. Take your time so you don't wrinkle your paper. Now, right now, the inside of my cube has lines. I'm going to erase it. If I want it to look like it's transparent, I might turn the lines into dotted lines. If I want it to be a solid cube, I can go ahead and re-outline the outer edges and maybe even color in the sides of the cube using different values for each side. When you're done and you've kind of re-darkened the outer edges, you've got yourself one good looking cube. Enjoy your cube making.